You are now live.
Then it's a new grade for it. No need to resort to that. But if they shut it off, no remorse.
Yo, Boogz, you been in your bag, man.
Beats been crazy lately.
That beat, what's the name of the joint you sent in the chat the other day, bro? And I was like, yo, that beat is stupid. The one with you just put that joint in there yesterday, bro. Kind of crazy. Either way, the joint is retarded, yo. You've been in your bag, man.
Been on some different things lately, man. Must be nice, man. Must be nice to be able to make beats, you know what I mean? Just trying to get on your level one day, man.
Yeah, you go.
Just trying to be like my peers, man.
I got me started.
I hear you, brother. I hear that type of talk. Woo!
Hey.
Facebook, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Can't wait to get this league started, man. Hopefully we get some good news soon. As you see, tuned in. We're gonna get the show started right after this song is over. Produced by Boogz the Barber. Don't forget, Bread and the Barber is out right now. Been out. Go get that. You know, if you want some real hip hop, that boom bap, that classic feel, you know, Boogz is a classic dude. You know what I mean?
Actually, if you ain't got it already, you already a town tucker, so you good, yo.
Oh,
you missed the wave,
Not
yo.
the town tuckers.
You missed the wave.
Not the town tuckers.
We good. That been out.
DSP got that look. You know what that means.
About that
Let
time.
me get ready. DSP got that
Get them
look.
headphones
Get
on.
your headphones locked in.
Tapes ready.
Welcome to episode 2
Okay, episode 2.
of the MOR
Talk to him.
VOH
Talk to him.
Basketball Experience,
Talk to him.
also known as Never Tuck Your Town Radio.
You already.
Don't do it.
I am your humble and gracious host, Brother DSP of the Blast Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Please be sure to tap in with the podcast platform on Instagram. That's at THABLASTPODCAST. I'm here with my guys, Brad Bronson, the commissioner of VOH Basketball.
And you know,
The biggest boss.
And of course,
That's
you
a
heard
lot.
the other voice. You heard the other voice. My guy Z of MOR Apparel. What's going on, fellas? How you been?
Yep.
Don't forget to
Oh,
here we
Seeger.
go.
My fault. I didn't know that was the
Seeger.
thing. I
Here
didn't
we
know.
go.
This dude don't eat nothing. If it don't breathe, nah, I ain't eating it.
It
It had a breath. He was like, it had a breath? Nah. Get it out of my presence. I'm like, all right, bro, I ain't mad. You feel me?
That's
Yo, you gotta get your sea moss on, you gotta get your herbs and spices every morning, your elderberries, all that type of stuff.
Man, I seen your son with the drink sea balls.
You already know.
So shout out to Bowdy.
Word, oh yeah, shout out to Mouty. He requested a personal shout out this morning. He's like, I'm getting dressed, I'm throwing on my watch, my chain to watch this video.
What?
So I need a shout out. See, I was like, I got you.
Oh,
shout out
okay.
Mouty.
Yo,
Big
shout out to my man Mowdy. His birthday just passed. He had an MOR birthday
He had an
party.
MOR birthday party. You see the decorations here.
Okay.
He had an MOR birthday party.
Oh, that's major. That is major.
Once again, I need to step my game up, obviously.
Me too, yo.
I ain't had no MOR party.
Me either.
I'm trying to party less, not more.
Huge.
Oh my
Huge shout
God.
out.
You'll get
That's a
the
bar.
link.
That's a bar.
As a matter of fact,
Uh-oh.
since we're talking about the kids, can we get into the MOR kids line that you are working on?
I mean, yo. it's-
Right out the gate.
So you know what I did, right? I just made it like a junior so the dads and the sons can, match. And, yo, my sons are loving it. He ain't take it off since. I got it. They came in last week, and he's been rocking them back to back to back to back, yo.
Oh, that's a goodie.
So he's feeling it. I actually got Brett's joint here today, so.
Oh.
The commission,
Okay.
the commission about to get right.
Okay.
Let's.
Yo.
You know, things like this come with a price.
Nah, for you,
Okay.
for you,
the mint,
always free, bro.
the mint green joint.
Mint green hoodie.
Nah, but
if
just
you-
never tuck your town, though.
Somebody tell my mama I made it.
Yo, look, man. I told you that. As y'all can see, hopefully y'all are watching
Oh.
on the live. Huge shout out to
we gonna unravel these.
my
Hold
guy
on.
Jay
We gonna unravel
Wills
these
for
soon.
pulling up. Jay
sure.
Wills in the IG Live, the
What
Blast Podcast.
Can we
IG
turn
Live.
up the music in the studio?
You want to turn it up?
A little bit.
I think you might have to turn it up on your phone.
What's good, Jay Will?
It's high up there. But yeah, there you go. There you go.
Okay. All right, just checking, making sure the ambiance is right. You feel me? Alright, my bad. Sorry to interrupt. Yo, Z, thank you very much, man. This Never Tuck Your Town gear.
Already, man. Yo, hit the website, www.morapparelus.com. We taking the photos right now. They'll be up tonight, and then they'll be live on the website, ready to go. The pre-order's already moving out, so you got to put those orders in quick. Yo, it's really almost gone, to be honest.
Yo, I told you, man. Once those mint greens come out, they're gonna move like hotcakes, man.
That's why I had to,
get yours quick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell y'all what I had to give up to get this.
Hey, man. Collateral. It's called collateral. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is, man. We got a very special show today, man.
Word.
We got a very special guest. He was featured on the podcast. Just like my guys here. He had a special. I guess he's part of the sequels and the series of It's Family, because I had 3 episodes on the podcast where it was called It's Family. The first one was with Overlook Beats. Second one was with Z and Brad, and the third one was with Boogz, our guest, the Barber.
Boogz the Barber. Yo,
what's going on, Boogz? How you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man. Chilling. God is good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yo, how does it feel to be probably one of the most sought off producers in Rockland County right now?
Yo, DSP.
Nah, took that talk.
Yo, hold on, DSP just jumping out the gate like that.
I gotta bring the content, man.
I ain't mad.
The guy's been here, sitting quietly, being humble. I gotta get him to talk that talk. You know what I'm saying? So how does it feel, Boogz, to be that guy like that?
It's a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of work, and I'm very humbled and proud, off the response I'm getting from a couple artists, you know what I'm saying, and even the town period. It's a good feeling, man. It's motivation. You already know.
That's what it is, man. Sorry about that. Your mic was kind of low. I had to turn you up. But
and I have another question to build on that. Yo, how does it feel to be the first young brown entrepreneur in the hood? The first person I knew with a business.
You know what? I know what's funny, man.
That is a fact. How old were you when you was running that? Start from the beginning, boy.
I probably got into. Shout out to Billy White Sr. He's the one that put me on alongside with Sid Wise, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Wise, Intelligent to God.
Word, shout out to Sid, yeah.
Shout out to my man Sid.
I probably got into the shop like when I was 17 and took it over when I was 22, And I had it for a good 10.
Great 10, yeah.
Good 10.
Wait,
I was the spot on Friday.
You got in there at 17.
17.
I want to slow this down so people understand.
Yeah,
so you got into the barber shop that you worked at 17.
17.
And then you were the owner at what age?
22.
22. 5 years. So when you go to these jobs and they're like, hey man, what's your 5-year plan?
To own it.
To run your business.
I wish you would go to this company and be like, to own your company in 5 years.
Word.
We found this more suitable candidate. You already know how it goes.
Nah, they favorite line. We're gonna take it a different direction. Yeah, favorite line.
I wish you would.
That's a fact.
Talk
But
that talk.
like, how does it feel to be like, before it was actually cool to be entrepreneur? How does it feel to be like the trendsetter of that? Because like they said, you were doing the haircuts and all that.
Now that I'm older, I see, the groundwork I put in, you know what I'm saying, the legacy I built. Just, what could I say? Just grinded, man. I did what I had to do. I was always on the move, always about the dollar, man. My father instilled that to me very early, you know what I mean? Everything I earned, I wasn't given to me. So that hustle, that grind, it was just from birth. Like I said, watching my pops, man. You know what I mean? And my mom's, y'all know how my mom was. You know what I mean? She was always dropping jewels, you know what I'm saying? Keeping everybody in check, and that's what it was. That's how, that's how I got there. And that's how, God's work, that's how I did it.
I mean, to jump in, not to be too personal, but to jump in, for those that don't know about your mom passing when you were younger,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is there anything that you could tell anyone that doesn't know, like, what type of woman she was? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you met my mom, you know what I mean, she took you in as one of your own, you know what I mean? Like, if you was at my house, she's gonna, she was very religious, you know what I'm saying, Pentecostal, Christian, you know what I mean? So she ain't really laid on you heavy, You know what I mean? But she let you know there was a presence. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, she laid it on heavy,
Hold
bro.
on, boys. I remember getting them rides to them games. And that got still. Hold on. This is Never Tuck Your Town Radio, man. We're not doing that, Boogz. I remember getting them rides to them games when we were freshmen and you played power forward.
Yeah, right.
I'll never forget that.
They had you at power forward.
Like, yo, you can box out.
Like, what? My
Yeah.
man got mad him. He like to, anyway. So I was just saying, like, I remember getting those rides to practice and doing all these things where, you know, your mom was so involved, man.
Yeah.
It was crazy
She was community.
how involved your mom was at that time. You feel me? Like getting these rides to the games, getting these rides to rec, Friday night rec.
Right.
You feel me? They don't know about these things, man.
I mean, you
I
know.
met, I'll never forget. I met Boogz' mom for the first time. I went to the crib. Me and Brett went to the crib to play Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and Boogz was the first one. We had Street Fighter 2, but he was the first one with the Turbo.
Don't let him lie to you, man. Boogz had some things when he was young, man.
Okay.
You know,
That's a fact. But yeah, just a great woman.
That's a
man.
great thing to talk about, man. Because she, you know, for the time that she was here, at least in my life, it was definitely an impression. You know what I'm saying? For the times I met her, came to the crib, she, you know, talked me down a few times. Like, hey,
Yeah, you
hey,
know, she
hey, boy.
like I said, Mom Dukes was a true soldier.
Love
of
it,
God,
love it,
you know
love
what I mean?
it.
She
Yeah.
definitely, you know, like I said, man, she definitely taught me a lot. Dropped a lot of jewels, but one thing I will say, she let me be me.
Yes.
She let me grow into my own, you know what I mean? She never really tried to, like, keep me away from things, you know? She let me live life, you know
She
what I mean?
ain't clip your wing.
Yeah, you know, because some, you know, growing up in church, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Faith Temple Church, Spring Valley, Hilltop, y'all know. You
Never
know,
Tuck Your Town,
growing up there, you know, it was, you know, they had, you know, rules and regulations, man, you know, and some parents weren't able to, you know, they didn't let their kids do anything. I mean, you go to church on Sunday, that was it. All day long, but you know,
Right.
my mom's let me be a kid, you know what I mean? Let me play ball, let me play the games, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
God bless me, may her soul rest in peace, man.
Yeah, may she rest
Wow.
in peace, man. Like I mentioned this in the podcast. Like we go
Facts,
back.
you know?
Like we go back, like when we were toddlers.
Word.
So it was
That's
like,
crazy, yeah.
yeah, she like
man.
I used to go to church.
Yeah.
I didn't even
With
know that.
Boogz,
I didn't know
yeah.
y'all knew each other.
Yeah.
For that
Yo,
long.
me,
We knew-
oh,
yo,
man.
we go
we
back.
grew up.
Yeah.
We grew up, man.
In the
Crazy,
apartment complex called High Tour.
Okay,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Running
And
through the woods,
bugging
you know what I
out,
mean?
wilding, just being kids.
And being kids, man.
Just being kids.
You know what
And
I'm
like
saying?
she
Straight
made
up.
sure, because my mom couldn't always make it out because she had her own responsibility she had to take care of. My moms would be like, yo, can you take my son to church with you?
Right.
You know, and Boogz' mom didn't mind at all. She was like, hey, whatever, if I can introduce him to spirituality, let's go.
Let's do it, yeah.
And it was dope. You know what I mean? The
That's
experience
dope,
was great. And she like Brett was saying, she was a great woman, bro. Like
Facts.
she held accountability really high. That's one thing I can't remember. If you did something, she made sure that
Yeah,
you
you-
knew what you did. Like, it's a
On the
fact.
money, that's definitely on the money.
Yo,
man.
she
She
let
definitely
you
gonna
know.
let you know, like, hey, now, hey,
Hold on now.
you need to slow down.
You know
what
what you did, right? So
Yeah.
like take it easy. So that was a
Right.
fact. So to hear all the great things that she did, and she was also community. You know what I mean? At the end of the
Facts,
day,
yeah.
she
Yeah,
always
right, yeah.
loved the children around,
Yeah.
and she always took care and always gave a message of purity at the end of the day.
Word.
Like he said, she never tried to mold you into be a certain way,
Yeah.
but she did want you to walk the right path.
Right.
And that's one thing I
And,
always
and if you
remember.
was hungry, she definitely gonna feed you.
Yes. That's a fact.
Everybody know you
That's
come to
a
my
fact.
crib in the morning before school. The breakfast is there, bro. You
That's
gonna
a
be
fact.
gonna be fed. You
That's
know,
a
eat
fact.
the rest of the day. You are gonna be good.
That's a
dope.
fact. That was a
Word.
good woman. But yo,
Word.
Okay.
don't want to change it up on you, but Brett came back, so
Yeah, we back, baby.
let's get to the feedback, man.
Uh-huh.
How's the feedback been for the Bread and the Barber project?
Oh, you waited for me for this?
Yes, I wanted to hear both of y'all, you know, both of y'all's answer to that because it's a great project.
Appreciate it.
Huge shout out to Quest who mixed the joint.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Word,
So I just
Quest
wanted to make sure I
dollars,
get
man.
Quest
everybody
dollars.
involved in that. So what's the feedback been like, man?
You gotta ask the barber, man. I don't know. I don't get none of them royalties, man. I'm just letting y'all know. I've been working for Boogz the Barber's records for free haircuts, bro. And I be getting a
man,
zero
my man.
only.
No towel treatment.
No towel treatment.
No raising, no
Yeah,
towel,
no
nothing.
towel treatment, no nothing. I've been writing songs for
Yo.
Boogz forever for
Oh
cuts.
my God. Yo.
Nah, let me stop saying that before somebody takes that
Word,
sound
they
bite.
be
Like,
like, yo.
yeah, Brett, I know it, Brett.
How how Wayne used to say $2 off your sweep.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
As far as the Bread and Barber project,
Yeah.
for most people, I'm getting a great response. You know what I'm saying? For a lot, it's like, yo, they surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Cause they're like, yo, bro, when you
They
start,
know.
I'm like, man, yeah, I have no idea. This has always been in me. It's just now I got the opportunity to make it come out, and thanks to this man right here, Brad, coming through the crib, you know what I'm saying, just listening. And then, you know, one thing about Brad I always appreciate, his response time is impeccable. Like if you send him something, if he feeling it, you send him something at 10, 11 o'clock, he might have it back to you at 1 p.m. and you like, oh, what? Like, it's just, you know, and that right there is motivation itself. So when you got someone like that in your corner, it's like, why wouldn't you want to create and do more? You know what I'm saying? It's just motivation. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, and I'll piggyback in saying like, for any artists out there, I feel like that's important. You know, for a producer that is investing his time, energy, and effort into you, like the least you could do is like give him or her a response about their music immediately. Like ain't no hard feelings. Like, yo, I'm not feeling the beat. Next beat. If you're a good producer, you have beats on deck, so you should never, you know, take any offense to anything like that. You know, so I mean, and plus when it's fire, it's easier when the beats are fire. It's a lot easier when the beats are fire, yo, trust me. So I appreciate, you know, what Boogz did for this project, but don't let him downplay it, make it seem like that. This man Boogz been in every studio. Listen, if he been to your studio, he's been taking different things from your studio. Believe that. You thought he was sleeping? Psych. That's how his processor works. That's what he's downloading information.
Subconscious.
You feel me? Boogz has been in mad studios, and I feel like what he's done for his craft, I don't want to speak for him, but I feel like with all the studios that he's been in, he's just taking like a little bit of influence from everyone, and you know, taking his own 1997. You know, I'm tired. We're not gonna get into that, but the 1997 influence of Boogz the Barber is live in effect in all the beats. Trust me.
As a matter of fact, let's get into that. Boogz, we know the story, but for the people that are listening that don't know the story, when did it all begin for you? Like, when did you say, yo, I'm gonna start making beats right now, and I'm just gonna go crazy? Because you used to manage producers and all that before.
I was running around. I did a couple shows, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Johnny Brasco.
Shout out to Brasco.
That's my man,
What up, Johnny?
Brasco, man.
Yes, Johnny.
But I don't know. I always touched base, but I probably really started like actually going in like probably 2018. You know what I mean? The skills is already there. Just need a little touch up on certain things. You know what I mean?
First of all, I'm not here for these lies, yo. Facebook, what's good?
Look.
I'm not here for the lies. Never Talk Your Town Radio. Understand? If I'm in the building, there'll be no lies. Boogz been making beats since PlayStation 1.
In fact, all right, you know, we're gonna take it there, bro. We're gonna take it there. Yo, I ain't gonna front. Yo, everybody know. Music generated 1998.
Talk to him. Thank you.
I was making beats on that. Shout out to my big brother Kev too.
Talk to him.
We was making beats on that.
On the memory card.
On the memory card. If I ever find that red memory card, I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, what? Like, yeah, this is about 20 years ago, bro. Trust me. But as far as you actually putting it out there, doing like 2018, man. That's when I started.
See, I can respect that answer, Boogz. I ain't gonna chime in if the answer's right. You feel me?
Yeah, nah. You gonna hold you accountable.
Yeah, word. Like, okay, let's take it there. You know what I mean? Fine, let's start there. Fine. We gonna start 98.
First of all, how you gonna have history from 1998 and try to start at 2018?
20 years a minute.
What in the Christopher Columbus?
What kind of discoveries? I gotta watch this guy, man. The producers are tricky.
So I was from the PS2, the format of that is basically what Free Loops, Ableton, every DAW that's available is kind of, for me, it looks like it stems from that. So that's why it's kind of like getting into the beats was like a little more easier for me.
So you
like
think
to put it together?
So you think that program started the formula for all these other programs, like the small?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm telling you, you know, as far as like,
it's possible.
because now with the software, you don't even have to play the notes. You could just move your mouse and put the notes. So PlayStation, they were doing that in PS2 in '98.
That's great.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So just taking from that and going into what is going on now, it's like, you know, it's hand in hand to me.
That's crazy.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I didn't. I promise you, I didn't know that.
That's a fact. I did not know that. Do you think that using that program, did it make it easier for you to like
to figure some things out? Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
okay.
Especially with, between that free loops, you know what I mean? I'm an Ableton Live guy, you know what I'm saying? But you know,
I mean,
it's basically, you know, same thing, man.
I don't think Fruity Loops still has the bad reputation that it has anymore because I've heard some gritty stuff come off of Fruity Loops.
Why do you think that Fruity Loops did get that time period of a bad rep?
Yeah.
Can you, as a producer, what would be your opinion on that?
Maybe because you don't have to play the notes, you don't have to play the keys, you don't have to play the beats. You actually just move your mouse around and place notes where it's be. So people look like that's not really the art. You know what I mean?
Salty old dinosaurs, mad at the young joint coming out.
Era, and, you know.
Yeah.
But me personally, I do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Hybrid ways to go, man.
I play the keys, I play the beats, and also I just play some things like that. So,
but that's why you're able to tell that 1998 and 2018 story because you adapt. You don't just say, "Nah, I'm sticking to this because that's what I learned." Nah, you learn new stuff and evolve, and that's how it goes. Right?
Nah, man. Nah, I found this MPC.
Oh man, Brett, no.
So Boogz, tell us about the Stealth Assassins.
Oh my God!
That's how we give it up.
Stealth Assassins, man.
Okay.
Word
If I could find that tape too.
Yo.
What was that? 99, 98?
Nah, that's like
96, 99, 95 maybe.
That was on a karaoke machine.
Shout out to OJ. Shout out to my pops too, man, because he bought me that 6-disc CD changer karaoke machine. For real. I carried that. Me and Brad, we carried that to the Brett's crib, man. We carried that to the Brett's crib. We recorded on that, man. For real.
Dope,
you know what I mean?
You came a long way, man. From think about your transition, right?
Yeah.
Like you went from like karaoke, Casio, you know, these little dumb things in the 90s that were like, yo, man, we really got to deal with this. But you had an opportunity to grow from like that era where it's like the formula is always going to come from that.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like everything is going to come back to this. So if you knew how to do this then, it's like it seems easy for everything now, you know?
Word.
Facts, man.
That's a beautiful thing. Now, the joint, all right, you did two. I think two. You worked closely with Richie Ratchet.
Ratchet, my man.
He just dropped the project. Welcome to the dark side, the dark side. Richie
Ratchet on it, man.
I'm loving that. I'm loving the way that project is looking. I listened to it. I didn't listen to the whole thing yet, but I love the town energy that he got on there. I see you on there.
Yeah, I snuck it. I snuck that one in there.
Okay.
I snuck that one.
Yo, Boogz be Stealth Assassin.
In the shadows with it.
All right, now. Now you see what I see.
Now you see what I see.
Okay, now you see what I see.
Language is key.
Language is key.
It's huge. But nah, like when I saw that, I seen all the features he had. It was town oriented. I seen the producers and I seen Boogz. I was like, look at my man Boogz. He just gave him a joint.
Yeah.
Forever Boss Don Rilo.
Yeah.
Fire too.
We spoke about it on the podcast, but this is an opportunity to actually talk about that song and like how profound that song is on the radio.
As far as the Ryline joint?
Yeah.
You know, that was like I said, man,
that's a different thing.
That song, me and Ratchet, we was coming from seeing my man off, man, so to speak, Ryline, you know what I mean? And we was in the truck, and you know, I always, you know, we just talking, politicking, you know, blowing down, and then I just started playing beats.
Hold on.
Oh yeah. You gotta pause that.
I don't know if you got the warning. This is your first friendly warning.
Pause that.
Nah, he meant the AC was blowing.
But you know, I had the music playing, and then you know, that particular beat just caught Ratchet's ear, and he's just like, yo, he just started mopping his head and putting the words together, and he's like, yo, Boogz, send that. And yeah, I did what he told me. I sent it. You know, and he didn't respond right away, but just how he responded, like maybe a month, maybe a month, 3 weeks later, he hits me like 3, 4 in the morning, like, yo, what up? And I, me and Rat's relationship, you know what I'm saying, goes beyond the music. So, he hit me. I'm like, what's good? Everything. I'm like, yeah, just want to check something out. So, when he played it for me, man, it just
blew you away, right?
Yeah, man. He took his time with it, man.
I feel like that song was like, I don't like to use perfect, but that was just like a great blend of like he actually took his time to write this song. Yeah. Like that beat was perfect for the situation. Yeah, and then on top of that, when he put the audio at the end.
Yes.
Yo, that audio at the end was.
That's what got
that
me.
messed me up.
That's what got me.
Had me crying like 4 in the morning, tears like, wow. How you catch that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, he brought like
how you catch that?
Yeah.
And just the words he's saying, and just like I said, everything I was talking about, man, about Rylan.
Like I told you on the pod, though, you got to give yourself some credit because you curated that with the beat. I mean, you probably didn't intentionally mean to do it, but at the end of the day, you created that.
It brought it out of him.
Feelings, man.
It brought it out of him. You know what I mean? And
exactly.
My man did his thing on that.
And you know what's crazy? I was talking to Quest. Shout out to Quest again. I was talking to him about the power that producers possess, because think about it, y'all have ideas in your mind only. You start off with an idea, you get in front of whatever machines you need to get into to translate that idea, and y'all have the power to move a whole room at the same time.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's like some spells. You know what I'm saying? It's more than beats. It's like really spells if you think about it.
When you're doing music, man, it's a feeling. Brad knows it's a feeling, man. Like it's a vibe like that.
I feel like music has its own like language.
Fact.
Yes.
To me, at least, I feel like
it's a worldwide language.
Yeah, music is just a universal worldwide language. It don't matter what you are, you'll have some type of music, adaptability, no matter what you are. Whether you're, even in insects, man, I'm sure they make some type of sound effects.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you hear the birds and the
everything has a sound,
and
the sounds are always specific, So when it comes to beats and music, I just feel like what the producer does is he just unlocks what's in you.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Either you got it or you don't.
Yeah.
Like that's why when you hear a beat, once you hear that beat, oh, this is my beat, because it unlocks something in you right away. If it doesn't unlock that in you, exactly. Yeah. That's why I feel like it's a language. So all it does is speak to you, and then you just translate what it's saying to you on the song. That's how I feel it works.
And that's crazy, yeah.
I mean, to me, that's how it works. I can't speak for any other artist.
No, that sounds legit. Like, I mean, sometimes you just know that's the beat you want.
You can hear it.
Yeah,
right away you feel it.
You could hear it. You could hear the verses on it. And shout out to Brad too, because when he came to my crib, he's the one that put that in my perspective. Like he's like, yo, you gotta, maybe want to angle your beats towards artists. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, yo, what are you like? He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, yo, you know what I mean?
Yo, come on.
I'm all over the place.
Don't let them know how disrespectful
I am. You know what I'm
Close the
saying? Yo, like, you should do A, B, and C, and I took that, and now it's like now I'm at a place where I'm like, all right, cool. Like I know when I make something.
To explain, all I suggested was that if you're a producer, right, and you're making beats, most artists don't know what they're going to do. Most rappers want to rap. They just want to rap. So if you give them a little bit of direction, if all right, this beat is for like this beat that's playing, who would you hear on this beat? Shout out to Hova Beats.
Yeah, shout out to Hova Beats, man. Hova Beats, baby.
Yeah.
Word.
But that's what I mean. You're not just gonna put anybody old person.
On this beat.
Like you're not just gonna give this to anybody.
Nah.
Like you're gonna think of somebody specific.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear their voice, and you're gonna be like, nah, such and such will sound great to this. So that's how you gotta take the approach, especially for your own beats.
Yeah, that's what I started doing. So that's what I started.
That's dope, man.
I took that information and was like, oh, hold on, let me
apply that.
He's right.
You have a favorite song yet, or it's too early in your musical career
it's too early. I ain't got a. Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
I got a lot more work, bro.
Okay.
Hey, I mean, hopefully with having you.
Oh, but as far as the Bread and the Barber, snapping on it. I ain't hear that, man. Snapping on the Bread and the Barber. That's my joint, man.
Okay.
Snapping on it.
Okay.
Out of all the joints. Okay.
That's my joint, man.
Okay.
That's my just.
That's what it
The
is.
first verse. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
Bread and the Barber out now.
Right now,
available on all platforms.
For real. Please tap into that for sure. But Boogz, What else you got in store? Any other projects?
What's in the stack?
Yeah, if you got any exclusive
Notice the
announcements,
Spanish music came on once we start asking the tough questions. We want to talk to Boogzito.
Latino Heat. Let's go.
Well, right now, I'm working with my man. Shout out to Spirit Music. You know what I'm saying? My man Joelito.
Okay.
Working with him. You know what I mean? He's another nice rapper. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing
Spirit was
out
at
here.
VOH Day.
Yes,
he did a performance at VOH Day.
VOH
Shout out to
Day.
Spirit,
Yes, he
yo.
did.
Working with
Shout out to
Spirit.
Shout out.
I just, you know what I'm saying, hit pro off or something, you know.
Oh.
I finally.
Yo, you gotta ask. You really, DSP, thank you for asking, yo, because I've been asking him.
I finally got something over to him, and, you know,
Nice.
we're going to work that out.
That's
you know?
what it
That is
is.
gonna be
That's gonna be
crazy.
major. That's
I
gonna be
know
major.
that's gonna, cause your beat influence,
Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
that
sound?
gritty
That
life,
boom
you
bap,
already
right.
know.
It's gonna be a beautiful marriage.
Oh
That's a
man,
fact.
shout out to Pro.
Yeah.
Can't wait till he get busy on that.
Yes,
you
sir.
know, and shout out to my man Breeze. He's from Mount Vernon. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Money earning.
You know, we working with him soon. You know,
Now
what I mean?
on four.
I got,
We
you know,
just added Breeze to the
yeah,
playlist.
man. Shout out to
Okay.
my man Breeze,
Okay.
man.
Word.
You know,
Breeze,
I'm getting with
Montana.
him soon. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Oh, you working?
The traction is picking up, man.
That's what it
Traction
is,
picking
man.
Yo, I've
up,
known
man.
this
You know
guy
what I mean?
since like the 3rd grade, bro. That smile, that's why I said thank you, DSP. Because what's he like? That's when you know it's the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
You
That's
gotta
what
watch
it
these
is.
guys, man.
That's what it
man.
is, Bugs, man. You wanna let the people know how they can find you and everything like that? Wait, let me not be rude. You guys don't have any other questions for Bugs? Because he answered all mine. I'm good.
You got any questions for him? Z?
I wanted to know about the entrepreneurial side. Like
Talk to him. Yeah.
That's
and
what
you know, so what was the plan back then, right? Because think about it, you a 20-something-year-old man,
22.
22-year-old man,
working
right?
a job too. So
Working
you're
a job at the
owning
same
the
time.
shop and working a job.
Yep.
Don't forget that. And you probably worked another job because
Yeah, you know
in your
me,
past
man.
previous life you were the Jamaican Don Don.
Shout out to my pops, man.
Okay.
Shout out to James Hayward, man. Definitely.
I see him out there washing the car like every
Don't stop.
week.
Don't stop, man.
He got the cleanest Avalon
Pops is
in the
retired.
world.
He's still
world,
at it. Still
You
at
gotta
it.
keep it fresh.
So to top that question off, like, what is life like for a young man back then that's moving around like this? I saw the wheels getting bigger on the coupes and all that back then. So what was it like back then, man?
Good question.
Back then, I would, like I said, shout out to Mr. White, Billy White Sr., you know what I mean? He just kept, at that time, he was about to retire. You know, and he's like, yo, you know, you've been in the shop, you know what I mean? I feel like you need to take the opportunity and get on this. You know what I mean? He's like, because I can sell, he told me, I can sell to anybody for any price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a
But
fact.
I want to see what I want you to have it. I want you to, so I, you know, like I said, I got my grind on, got my bread up, and
And how long?
I don't know, man. I guess, like I said, now I'm looking back at it, I'm like, yo, you know, it was a big step in my life. You know what I'm saying? It was a big step
First
in my life.
black owned,
You know?
first
Word.
black
Yeah, yo, I
owned
was
barbershop
you know?
in
Haverstraw.
In the
Haverstraw.
middle of town.
They knew that, like, oh, the Moreno barbershop was down there, right
Yeah,
there.
that's
you
what it
know?
was called. I was gonna do all that. I was gonna do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The
It is what it
Moreno
is,
shop.
man. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It
So
is what it
another
is.
question I have, since we building on that, right? So, hold on, let me take a sip. Hold
Oh
on.
man, you in for trouble. I've known you a long time. If you do that,
Nah, we good.
trouble.
We good. So you had one of the biggest straw town battles of all time
Yes.
in your barbershop, bro.
Man, man.
So talk about that barbershop and how the day played out and what it looked like and the energy there.
Actually, to piggyback that, since we're gonna talk about that old time of hip hop, right?
Yes.
Can you, before you get into that battle at your barbershop,
Yeah.
can you tell me like that time period, brother? That early 2000 pre-G Unit time period in Rockland County, more specifically Haverstraw, New York. What was the hip hop scene like?
Hold on, we gotta set the scene though, because I pay attention to Think about the flight jackets with the stitching on the
with
back.
the red Old English.
Think about the Air Forces with the black and red laces.
With the fat farms with the black and red laces.
Oh, not the fat farms,
with
bro.
the two-tone do-rags.
The two-tone
the 3X shirts. And,
Word.
Yo, he said the two-tone do-rag.
What was that era like, Boogz? Please describe that. As a barber,
Yeah,
as a
you
barber
seen
on the
it all,
outs,
bro.
as a barber barbers for some reason are always involved in hip hop.
In the
So
culture.
as
Fashion,
a barber
all
on
that.
the out, we'll say on the outside looking in at that time period. What could you tell me was so different from that period to this period of hip hop? What is the biggest difference you see before you get into like the barbershop battle?
The biggest difference was you really like. I mean, you still got to come with it now, but back then it was real serious. Like you really had to come with your bars, come with, you know what I mean? Because people gonna call you out.
That's a fact.
They gonna call you out. Like if there was no hiding, there was no, social media talking.
Like,
No, like if you were saying something or that man's gonna come see you.
Like,
so
like
it was
physically.
physically.
Not a video.
Yeah, like there was no
camera phones.
there was no hiding, man.
Nah,
Like
nah.
This is around the time when House ain't had no cameras. It was real.
It was
I
crazy.
reel it back.
My bad.
Reel it back a little bit.
Like, what they talking about?
Never tell your tolerance. Statute of limitations. Reel it back.
Fact.
We gonna cut that out.
All right, so it was. So in your opinion, it was slightly aggressive,
Yes,
more
very
aggressive at
aggressive.
that time period.
Very aggressive.
Now, with that being said, can you tell us about said barbershop? I mean, said battle. Tell us about this battle at the barbershop, because there's no footage of said battle. There's no documentation of said battle.
No
This
battle,
is just a
man.
town thing.
You had to be there.
I had my shop. Shop wasn't that big. It had to be at least 100 some people out there, man.
Yeah.
Just
Crazy.
bread
nuts.
bread. You know what I'm saying? High ranking artist. You know what I'm saying? And Shotty, he was the hottest thing in the street.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Shotty.
Shotty too. When you get right, man. Shotty, when you get right, man, you already, man. It's time, man. You overdue. You overdue.
It's a
But
fact.
yeah, Shotty was holding weight, man. And that was a big classic battle. I wish we had the footage. Man.
Word,
I wish
bro.
I
Shout
had.
to NITG too.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Undercard.
Yeah.
Undercard.
Johnny Bravo and was Sedell,
Sid,
right?
yeah.
Bravo.
Shout out to my man
Sid
Sedell.
Breezy.
Sid Breezy.
That day he was all good. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, that
man.
day was a classic day, bro.
Yo, but really paint this picture. Yo, the barbershop was packed shoulder to shoulder
And
from
outside.
front
That
to
was
back.
it.
Hold on, I'm gonna get to that. Then we had to move the main event outside, and there was people across the streets. All the way from the corner,
Yes.
the pizza shop in the
Perfect.
parking lot,
Yeah,
the parking lot, the step. Mad people
Yeah.
was up on the steps. I was standing on top of the steps.
Yep.
Boogz was standing on the other side of the steps.
Sid we had to direct people like
It
yo,
was
yo,
crazy,
chill,
bro.
everybody be quiet, yo.
It
And
was
these guys
crazy.
rap, yo. It was
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Paint that
Man.
picture. Yo.
Yeah,
So how
man.
was that? How was that day? What was that vibe like in your establishment? Yo?
honest, it was wild.
It was.
It was wild, but it was great energy.
Facts.
It was nothing
It was
negative.
hip-hop.
And if you were trying to be negative, we shut it down
Get
real
it,
quick.
Get out.
Sid put it into that real fast.
Right.
Like, nah, we
Shout
gonna
out
keep
to
it.
Sid,
We gonna
man.
keep it peaceful.
Yep.
We had
OG
establishment. Y'all know what it is, and that it just like I said, it was wild though.
And
It
the hood was out. And the hood was out.
Out.
Brad did his thing, Shai did his thing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bravo, you know what I mean? Sedell, you know, it was dope,
It was
man.
bold for all four MCs to
Facts.
go up there in front of
Facts.
all those people to do
Word.
what they
Facts.
do.
No
And
second takes.
Nah.
Nah.
It was you just went and you just
went.
kept going until you were done. And
It was Instagram Live before Instagram Live. bro.
dude, like if that footage, if we had our hands on that footage, that
My
would
God,
man, because it was an event.
It was an event, bro.
Like there was no DJs or anything like that, but the amount of bodies that was out there on
Crazy.
that block
Yeah,
was
it was
crazy. Bro.
Straight acapella with it.
Yes.
Yep.
No
Yeah.
beats,
It was
nothing.
crazy,
Yes.
This was Smack DVD.
Word.
The
Yeah.
grimiest of the
Yeah.
Smack DVD.
Facts.
That's
So
a fact.
speaking of battles, Boogz, you were with me for the 106 in Park
Yeah,
auditions.
let's talk about that.
I mean-
Because I feel like people try to discredit because, okay, he went on there, he didn't win, but you got to understand the climate. He got on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When
Like,
millions.
that line to
Thank
get
you. Talk about
to
the
that-
line.
First of all, we got out there at 7, 8 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Brett didn't get in the building till about 5, 6.
Yep,
Crazy.
makes sense.
Okay?
Crazy.
Okay? We spent the whole day out there. And
Thousands
think about
of
that. I'm
bodies.
talking about thousands of people. Everybody's rapping.
Rapping.
It's
Yeah.
a battle going up to the line to get to the front gate. Okay? People
Speaking
are
of that,
battling.
Hold up. Before I could,
Yo,
just to cut
Brett,
you off.
man.
So
Oh, man.
that day, what he's talking about, that day. So you know how city blocks are. Every city block is a square, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're standing in a square. Let's say there's 3 or 4 of us in a square. So I'm like, yo, we ain't never gonna get to the front. Then I gotta donate. We ain't never gonna get to the front. So I'm like, yo, how about this square battles the next square for y'all spot?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bro, I wish we had. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
It's
there's
so
no camera
funny,
phones,
yeah.
bro. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't have got on there till 8 o'clock.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So I don't want to sound like that because I'm letting Boogz tell the story. But yo, y'all gotta
give the
understand. Like,
details.
Nah, you
I want
have
to give
to,
the
you have
details
to,
of this
man.
because like
You
I
have to.
want these rappers to understand what it takes to be a rapper.
Yeah.
Word.
Like, don't tell me that you a rapper if all you doing is uploading music.
That's
Yo,
right.
we came from that groundwork, man.
Yes.
Word.
We didn't have
We
the
came from the
resources.
groundwork. I'm talking about, not to get off subject, like the Pyramid, the Nearing Cafe, Eat Down there, going to the city, doing shows. Like, we put footwork in, man.
Yeah.
A lot of battles.
A lot of battles, and that particular
Open
day,
mics.
man. Like I
Open
said,
mics.
man, you
Oh
gotta
my
understand.
God.
This is BET.
Yeah.
Fact.
All right, BET 106 in Park. This is
Yeah.
like, you know what it is. You know the history. My man got on that stage.
Yes,
Fact.
it is.
Win or loss, he got on the stage.
Is there anyone else that we know firsthand that's been on that stage?
No.
No.
No, sir.
I don't
No.
even gotta
Not
think.
since.
No. I was 8
No.
hours away. Had my whole college. I had a dorm room party that day.
Come on, man.
Everybody. I'm dead
That's
serious,
great.
bro.
I didn't know that, bro.
I had a dorm room party. There's like 40 people in my dorm room. I had an
Fire.
apartment.
Fire.
And I'm like, yo, my man from home is about to get on 106.
Come on.
So we had the party rocking. That came on. Music down. It wasn't even dark outside yet,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. No, it was like
Music-
afternoon. Like
Yeah,
late
yeah.
afternoon, yeah.
People
So-
you gotta look at the whole
crazy.
picture, man. Like, that was,
I
you
appreciate
know what I
that
mean?
because I
You gotta
promise I didn't
respect
know
the
that.
guy.
You already know, bro.
That's some
I didn't know
gladiator.
that.
That's gladiator work to get to the arena.
for real. That was,
Yo, we battling for your block.
And
feel
and
for
I
real,
think
no.
and I think LeBron versus Melo for the first time was like that same night.
Oh,
or something
the
like
high
that.
school game.
Yeah, no. This was
Oh, the NBA.
NBA,
joint.
their first
Oh,
rookie
okay.
matchup. I think it was the
Okay.
same night or something like that.
Oh, okay, that's
because
crazy.
we kept partying afterwards. It was crazy.
That's
That's
wild.
crazy
If that's
day.
the same day,
I
that's
think
a
it
crazy
was.
day.
I think it was the same day, bro.
That's crazy.
I
So,
gotta look that
Boogz,
up.
man, you were a great guest, brother.
Absolutely.
Let the
bro.
people know how they can find you, man.
Holla at me on Instagram, 9W the Barber 81. You know what I
Okay.
mean? If you're serious about working, DM me. You know, message me and
Yo, say that
yeah,
again. If you're serious.
If you're serious. And yes, I got my paperwork. So,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
If
Talk to
you're
him about that.
serious.
My ass
I be
cap,
telling
BMI,
people, thank
you,
talk
in
to him.
place. You know
Get
what I
your
mean?
business right,
Shout out to the homie, my man Akmuga too, man. Because
Shout to Ak.
you know what I mean? Hey, what he's doing, you know what I mean? He's the one that basically, besides Brad, put that in my perspective, you know what I mean?
It's
Shout out
a
to him
fact,
too,
Get
though,
your
man.
business right.
Already
Yeah.
get your
All you
paperwork
artists
correct.
out there,
When you
get your
really
paperwork
run a
correct.
work, get your paperwork correct.
Yes.
All right.
The same for the SoundCloud
Word.
rappers.
Know the game. Know what you're doing. Know about royalties, publishing, streaming, all
Yes.
that. Get your, you know.
Good gem.
So that when you ready to work, you ain't, you know what I mean?
VOH play hits, baby.
That's it,
You already
baby.
know.
That's it.
Already, yeah.
That's a fact. That's
That's
a fact.
it,
Yo,
that's
Boogz,
it.
thank you for coming through, bro.
Word.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all having me, man. Y'all ready, man?
You gotta come back
So
too. You know that, right?
So
Yes,
what, we gonna
yes,
slow
best.
it down for a second and then bring in our next guest?
Yeah. Slow it down for a bit, and then I'm gonna come back with some current events, and then we're gonna bring in the next guest.
Uh-oh.
The General.
The general.
General.
Not the general.
What's this, 3-time, 4-time MVP?
Oh,
The
you got
full
it.
time. You better get it right.
4-time.
Yo,
Legend.
yo,
you
better get it right.
My bad.
Get it
We'll
right.
hit you
Let me tell y'all something.
We'll hit
Come
you
in
at
and flip the
4:45 a.m.
General has held me accountable for my words already.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's good.
He done hit me up in the DM like, oh, word? He gonna be defensive player? I got you. I got you. So
I like that.
I like the
man.
energy,
Yes,
so
sir.
it's gonna
Yes,
be
sir.
amazing to have him on here. So yeah, slow it down a bit.
Got you.
Come back with current events, and then we're gonna get Joe on.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Already.
Peace.
Nice.
That was fire.
Yeah, that was a good segment, fellas.
That was fire.
We believe that more comfort,
All right.
more
Stop my
quality,
live, please.
more functionality, more
Stop and just save it
and more
to my
passion
phone.
will inspire you to do more
Actually,
for yourself